Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It's almost impossible. Can't be. France violating another country's sovereignty? No. You know why? Because France is upholding the sovereignty of Ukraine and tells the Russians to stop violating the Ukraine sovereignty. So it can't be. But we got a country here that has the balls to call France out. Who that country might be or what? That's Mali. Mali. So this article comes from Sputnik and it's from today, 22 minutes ago. Can you believe that? On the 19th of October 2022. This is the title. Mali vows to defend its sovereignty from French infringement. So French infringement, very nice choice of words. The presence of French troops in Africa's Sahel region dates back to 2013 when they were first deployed to Mali to fight terrorism. In August, France withdrew its soldiers from the African country after its relationship with the government of Mali deteriorated. So I guess now it should be a little wind of change blowing through Mali, a little regime change. Mali's government will defend itself if France continues to violate the country's sovereignty and security. The country's foreign minister Abdoulaye Diop said on Tuesday at a UN Security Council briefing on Mali in New York. Speaking about violations, the minister reiterated allegations, nothing proven yet, that France had breached Malian airspace, Malian airspace by flying drones, military helicopters and planes, and was providing weapons to extremists that have been operating in Mali for the past decade. Well, I thought they were fighting terrorism. How are those guys being over there in the past decade? Because in 2013 they deployed them, right? So now in 2022. Anyway, ask too many questions, right? But how can they use drones, helicopters and planes? Because the Americans are having troops in another sovereign country called Syria, maybe? Oh, it runs in the family, okay, of the free countries, free world. I dislike hypocrisy very much. And I'm quoting, "The government of Mali reserves the right to exercise its right to self-defense." No, because you're not Israel. I'm just kidding. Not. If France continues to undermine the sovereignty of our country and to undermine its territorial integrity and its national security, Diop said. Well, remember the Americans used Pakistan CIA, to be more precise, to have its drones take off, fly into the sovereign country of Afghanistan and blow up some bad dudes, they tell us. Bad dudes. And because they tell us, we believe them. Why shouldn't we? They were right about those weapons of mass destruction in Iraq and everywhere else. So you have no reason to not trust them. The intel. Those smart guys that are portrayed in movies as being, yeah, okay. The minister also argued that a specific meeting of the Security Council should be held in order to bring to light evidence regarding duplicitous acts of espionage and acts of destabilization waged by France. Wow. Come on, France, are you a rogue state now like Russia? Or even worse? French representatives denied the accusations. Well, I thought it was allegations. In 2013, France deployed troops to Mali to fight terrorism in Sahel region. The spark in regional violence followed NATO's intervention in Libya. Oh, I thought they were stabilizing. And the Libyans will have fantasy love and happiness after they killed Gaddafi like a dog, where its leader Muammar Gaddafi was murdered in 2011. Wow, so long ago, I can't even believe so long ago. In 2014, France expanded its presence in the Sahel, launching Operation Barkhane, and deployed thousands of soldiers to Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, Mauritania, and Chad. However, despite the French intervention, the terrorist threat in Mali and neighboring countries kept growing, according to a report from the US-based Africa Center of Strategic Studies. This is the same thing when you have International Monetary Fund coming in your country or the World Bank. Your problems will increase, not decrease. And your country will get in debt more and more and more. And at the end, the creditors will come back, which is and say, now we want something back because you can't pay. And we're going to get your collateral. And you are my slave. I own you. That's how you take over stuff. How do you think? But they say, well, we didn't want to come here. You asked us to come. Not you. The people. That's the problem. The politicians. And the politicians, you know, protests against the presence of French troops in Africa took place in Mali in January 2022, Niger in September 2022, and November 2021, Burkina Faso in October and July, Chad in May this year. In August 2022, French troops completed their withdrawal from Mali after falling out with the Malian government and relocated to Niger, prompting demonstrations. The withdrawal coincided with Diop's accusations that Paris was undermining Mali's security, a matter that was expressed in a letter to the head of the United Nations Security Council in late August 2022. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a vote and the world community will get behind Mali if Mali provides the credible evidence and factual evidence, right? And France will be condemned and the United States will impose sanctions on France and Germany will impose sanctions on its neighbor and will get the territories back that they claim from France. Yeah, okay, enough with the fantasy. So I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it will not happen. It would not occur because these guys who point fingers at other countries, and that's the reason why Sputnik had this article. So I can say, oh my God, see? So much hypocrisy. But yeah, it's hypocrisy. And I'm glad that these guys point these things out. So I have ammunition to call the perfect countries of the West what they are, the same as anyone else. But they think they're a little bit special, and they are. In some respects, yes, they are, but not where they claim. Okay, not in the respecting the international law. No, they're not special. Maybe special in that way, but not that way, and in many other ways. But nevertheless, I despise hypocrisy and lying and injustice, obviously, because it's right in your face, and then they sanction you, they hurt you based on lies, based on things that they do at this moment. It doesn't mean that if you made mistakes you can't point fingers at others in order to, you know, improve things. I'm not saying that, but they look at others from a very, you know what I mean, way, and they shouldn't have that authority or moral authority whatsoever. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.